Olathe, Kansas, a beautiful city not terribly far from Kansas City, just on the other side of the state line in the Sunflower State, and it's host once again for Australian rules football on a day that has started out warm but is cooling off. The wind is picking up, and so is the action on the field. It's the 2025 USAFL Central Regional Championships presented by Tasmanian. Good day, everyone. I'm Brian Barish. Great to have you along once again. It's our third of 6 games on the day as the Oklahoma Buffaloes take on the Des Moines Roosters take on the Nashville Kangaroos. The Kangaroos come in at 1-0, having won their opening game this morning over the Kansas City Power 47-26, while the Buffaloes were winners, or the Roosters rather, fell to the Buffaloes 22-3. So based on percentage, Oklahoma enters this round in first place ahead of Nashville, then Kansas City, and then Des Moines. The Roosters are over on the other field playing the Kansas City Power. As you see the teams getting set, the Kangaroos in their white jumpers. They are looking for their second championship in the regional level in 3 seasons, having won the last time we were here in Division II alongside the DC Eagles. As for the Des Moines Roosters, well, they have played well in regional play. They are coming off of hosting hosting their tennis-side tournament, the Des Moines 80-35 Cup. Set for the coin toss now, and we'll find out which way each of those teams will, whoever wins will pick which way they'll
Which way would you like to go? All right, let's go.
Let's go, boys! Let's go! Boys!
Big stuff, guys.
That's a fine.
We're just about set to go.
Right here. Right here. Let's go. Right here. Let's get it in. Right now. Right now.
The Roosters are in the red jumpers. The Kangaroos are in the white. And we're just about set to go. Umpire is ready, and so are we, and this third game of the day is off and running. Moving forward now, the Kangaroos heading from left to right on your screen of watching choice. And you hear the horn for the other game that's happening on the other field. It's over to get it now and putting his head over the ball. Slapped free by the Kangaroos. Handles it back. Caramena able to get away. Throws this one on to the right. Sending this one towards the sticks. Looking for Hines. He almost ended up with it on the really on the rebound, but it's Jacob Spain who's able to get it away. This is an all-American side. The Des Moines Roosters have in their 16 or so year history, they've only had 1 or 2 Australian players. It's been just almost exclusively American output, and they have had a lot of talent. As Joseph Tomey, wonder if he has any relation to the slugger. He took a couple of bounces, but the ball moves forward. Des Moines with their first opportunity inside the 50-meter arc. Handball back by Isaiah Smith. One of 2 Smiths on this team. I believe this kick is up on the way. It's going to drop in. Over the back now. They're trying to get it. He dropped the pill, and he's going to get pinged for that, I believe. We'll check in just a moment, but it looked like the 27 there, one of the borrowed players from North Texas. So, free kick and an opportunity to open the scoring for the Roosters. Off the foot of Nicholas Coffey, and someone alert the, well, nope. Didn't look like it was, it looked like it was going to go out on the full, but there was a man there. And then kicking around the corner, off the post. It was a Wilbur post. Hello, I misread. And off of Williams Stark's kick, that is the first score of the game on the Watch AFL scoreboard. It's the Des Moines Roosters 1, and the Nashville Kangaroos no score. This is unlike the previous two tournaments where we've only had one field going, and none of these teams will know the other's results. It'll be interesting to see, of course, if Nashville wins, and then if Oklahoma wins, then when they play here at 2:15, that will essentially be a grand final. Still plenty of time before that as the wind picks up again. There's a lot of cloud cover. We shouldn't be affected by any rain as James Duty takes the mark. JD with it the other way. Sending this one in. It drops in. Punch forward. The ball will roll. It'll roll. Big tackle from behind put in by Noah Gracie. Vo got it away after being harassed there by the number 20. Ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Just looking, we actually have two 19s. We have Logan Gracie and Joseph Tomey, both listed as 19. So there we go. Wouldn't be USAFL football without one of those, as picking that one up and spending that one in was the number 10 for Nashville. Ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. 1-0, 4 minutes in. We have an update on Division I for you in just a moment. Ball gets knocked down, can get picked up, puts it out on a line, tumbles over the boundary line and out of bounds. There's a one-on-one contest as Duty and Stark just acknowledging each other's hustle. We saw here on this field in our last game the Chicago Swans defeating the St. Louis Blues 34-17. On the other field was the North Texas Devils over the Minnesota Freeze 49-4. Perhaps a bit of an upset, but the Devils have set themselves up well, and that means that the next game over here will feature the Chicago Swans and the Minnesota Freeze, which should be a good matchup. Ball gets knocked down and out of bounds in front of Rich Lozano, the coach of the St. Louis Blues, who's on umpiring duties for this game. Ball back in the play once again. Comes in the hand. There's Curry, who gets the ball away. Bounces away, going to get picked up by Ben Markham, who was in there. Little big tackle, then getting picked up. Here come the Kangaroos. Now here's Vo, able to get clear. Big tackle from behind, and he is gone. He was mown down, chased down by the number 20. And he's told to play on. He's free, didn't realize it, gets the kick away, ends up going lateral and backwards. Down the connection though. And Lane Bender, and he's going to play on. Kicks it up to Hausner. Hausner in the center square. Right side now. Off the top. Ball goes to ground. Caramena steers it backwards in front of Abdullah. Low contact, a trip, and we'll have a free kick for Saul Caramena. Says, give me a second, boys. Now gets the handball off to Curry. Curry bangs the ball into the middle of the ground. Drops in front, hops up. G held him off. Out to the near side now. Going to get picked up. Big tackle and drop the pill. And over the top now comes Gross in on Ian Eastwood. And the umpire says, give it to me, we'll have a ball up. Tosses the ball to the heavens once again. Handballed away. Trying to knock it forward. Got it back. Vo was in there with a tackle. No call. Just got it forward. Marked again by Hines. And Hines thought about going. Now he'll go back. I think he's 2 kicks from goal here. Puts it into the wind. Curls across. Marked! by Thomas Proctor, who did well to read the curling ball. And he'll go back with a chance to tie or possibly give his team an early lead 7 minutes in. You can see on our friend Max's camera, you can see the clouds starting to take shape behind the goals. Kick is up on the way. It is a goal. So goal to Thomas Proctor, and the Nashville Kangaroos have the lead on the Watch AFL scoreboard with 7 3/4 minutes gone. It's the Kangas 1 straight 6, the Roosters 1 behind. The 2025 USAFL Central Regional Championships presented by Tasmanian. This is the third of 4 stops. We will be in Denver, Colorado, the Westminster, Colorado City Park. And we'll have matches for you on tape delay for those. Glad you could join us here live here in Olathe, Kansas. We're underway once again, still 6-1. Caramena goes on the outside of the boot. Goes out into the pocket. Gonna get sent in. And off the hands. Oh, nice juggling, Mark. Had 2 bites of the cherry and swallowed it whole. To the right. Now out to the left. He's told to play on and does. I wanted to tell you who that is. It may have been Jacob Spain. Also may have been Zachary Vanderploeg. There was a 2 on the name, but he got the ball back. In fact, it was Zach Vanderploeg. Handball up over the top. Finds a man, runs free. Kicks this one inside 50. Who's there? Absolutely nobody. It's into the cow paddock. One-on-one contest. Hausner went low. Tackled from behind by Vidovich. And we'll have a ball up. 6-1 Nashville, but it's Des Moines looking to go into attack here. Hausner won the ball down. Comes out to a teammate in Sean Chacon. Chico's been around a long time, almost since the beginning of this club in 2009. Gets away, kicks this one in, dropped in front, bounces away. Big contest in there as James Telfer was in there for Nashville. Free kick off the mark. Play on, says umpire McLaren, marked by Chacon. Chico with the football, runs around. We know Coach Donnie Hess is watching back in Des Moines. Hello to Donnie. Coach of the Roosters, as this one is sent down the line. Big mark taken, nice mark taken by Isaiah Smith. The Roosters trying to move the ball up now. Sending this one down the line. Roosters still have it. Wheels around does the man in coffee. Going all the way to an open goal square. It'll bounce, it'll skip, it'll hop, it'll stay in play. Duty, the fullback, does his patriotic duty and comes and kicks it. Mark dropped by Vo. Now he's got time to move on. Kicks this one stiff into the wind. That's the kicking towards the Bob Seeger end because he's kicking against the wind. Filchak was kept out of the ball. Was shoved aside after he got the handball. Big tackle thrown in and a big taken down by Trier Harms. And we'll have a ball up on the near side. 11 minutes gone, still just the 2 scores, 6-1 the score. It was a tough game for the Kangaroos as picking this one up and sending this one into the middle of the ground. Marked by the Roosters. Kicks it out the far side now. It is dropped. Play and play. Tomey has a bounce. Lost the handle though. Right there waiting for it. There's a little bit of drizzle starting to come in, it seems like. And holding the ball is the call. Free kick to Sean Chacon. Chacon wearing the number 50. Comes out to the near side. Drops in front. Vo, good job by Abdullah to win the play, but Vo ended up winning the football, and then he was taken down with a half Nelson by Abdullah. Comes out in front, dropped in front now. Duty has it, chased down by Hausner, got his kick away, finds Vo on the near side right in front of us, and he takes the mark. Vo sends this one up high, one-on-one contest, good mark and playing on quickly. Has a bounce, gets it back, looks up, centering ball in. It is punched away, and then going to pick this one up, spinning it around, setting this one back. Getting shoved aside, and going after to get it is Harms. But winning this one out, kicks this one on the way. It's tailing right. It'll have the distance, but not the direction, and through for a behind. Watch AFL scoreboard sees the Nashville Kangaroos go out to a 1-goal lead. It is the Kangaroos 1-1-7, Des Moines 1 behind. Brian Barish here with you. Glad to have you along as we reach the halfway point of the day. Out to the near side it comes, drops in front. Only we have to go back now is Noah Gracie. Picked off by Vo, spun around. Big tackle by Gracie. Didn't get the reward though. As Telfer is in there, Vo is in there. It's like bumper cars at the moment. Chicone, Telfer, handballs it over the top. As the ball gets kicked back the other way. A little bit of a sprinkle starting to come down. We could feel it a little bit inside the commentary position, but our intrepid cameraman Max is reporting. He's like our weather station at the moment because he's higher than all of us. And we'll have a ball up. Ball gets knocked down. Over to get it. Running through is Curry. Curry going to send this one in over the top. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, my face is swollen. And that the other way come the Roosters. In front, marked in front by Stark. William Stark has a man on the left if he wants him. Instead is going to kick the ball to the right side. Up. Oh, nice mark. Over the top was Hausner. And Ben Hausner got rid of the ball quickly. He was looking to get rid of it quickly. Almost 5 minutes to go here in this first half, and our first bit of weather. A little bit of strain. There's a big cell to the south of us. It looks like it's going to miss us. But here's a handball in front. That was a dangerous handball through the hands of Duty, but that sets it up for a little toe poke, and Des Moines going to get a goal out of it. Nicholas Coffey was there, and he ties the game. And perhaps an ill-advised handball out the back, looking for James Duty. And that was very difficult because he really had to make a quick decision, but unfortunately the execution wasn't there, and it was a bit of a gift. And stoking it home was Nicholas Coffey, and with under 5 to go in the first half, we are all square. Des Moines 1-1-7, Nashville 1-1-7 on the Watch AFL scoreboard. I'll come back in the middle once again. The hit out through the air, going all the way back to it. Vo is back there. Well, we went one tournament where we didn't have any rain. As Duty was taken down, he's whirled down by Jacob Gross. Gross, a national teamer who helped set up, in fact, kicked the goal in the game against Canada. He'll go back to that semifinal against Canada. And he is a long way away, but he fancies himself. Scramble the Jets, gets under it, goes out into the pocket. There's Judge was in there as well. That's Tina Judge. I mentioned there is the co-ed nature of this tournament. Number of women playing on a couple of the teams. Tina Judge married to Josh Judge, longtime Des Moines Rooster. Comes out on the near side, going to get spinning around now is Proctor, sending this one across. High tackle was called. That'll be a free kick. Under 3 minutes to go. Is the rain steady at the moment? It wouldn't be a regionals tournament without a challenge of the weather. As a mark is taken over the back there by Lane Bender. Bender will play it out of his left back pocket. Sending this one down. He'll drop in front. Going to get it is Duty. Duty turns around, sending this one in. Handballs it up over the top. Hines gets it to Vo. Vo sending this one in. And all alone, there is Telfer. Handballs over the top. There's a go-ahead goal. Give it to Luke Chadwick. And the Kangaroos are out in front by 6 points. Watch AFL scoreboard with under 2 to play in the first half. It's the Kangaroos 2-1-13, Des Moines 1-1-7. That's on the Watch AFL scoreboard. If you're watching us for the first time and want to get involved or want to check out all the happenings happening around the USAFL, go to our brand new website, AussieRulesUSA.com. Got all sorts of information about all 50-plus teams of the USAFL. Judges in there. Ball goes up high. One-on-one contest. Knocking it forward was Stephen Smith, the ruck for Des Moines, as this one is bombed forward. Going all the way back to go get it. Now it's kicked out to the near side. Going after and going to pick that one up right through the hands there of Jacob Vanderploeg. Ball gets sent in. Past Abdullah. Kicked up by Nashville. Working this one back. Sending this one down the line. Oh, ended up A over proverbial T. Tries to pick up the ball. Gets away. Handballs it in. Big tackle. Looking for Smith, who dropped the pill. Smith is in there. Duty comes up from his halfback position, picked up by Judge, who was taken down. Big tackle thrown in, and that'll do it. As Caramena laid out Judge, who did well to pick up the footy, but that is halftime. Bit of an arm wrestle after the first 20 minutes of play. The Kangaroos got the first goal, and then they traded goals back and forth, and at halftime, it's the Nashville Kangaroos 2 goals, 1 behind, 13 points. Des Moines 1-1-7. Got a good game going here in Game 2 of Division 2, and we'll return for the second half. It's the 2025 USAFL Central Regional Championships from Olathe, Kansas, presented by Tasmanian here on AussieRulesUSA.com.
This presentation of the USAFL is brought to you by Tasmanian. Quietly pursue the extraordinary. Cooper's, Australian made and owned. Cooper's Beer. Odin Mortgage and Tax. CyberSolve IQ, the cybersecurity partner of the USAFL. HBC Event Services. Premier Sports Medicine. And visit Tucson Sports.
Teams are back on the field for the second half of round 2 of Division 2 here at the Central Regional Championships, presented by Tasmanian from Olathe, Kansas. Brian Barish back here with you as the Nashville Kangaroos take on the Des Moines Roosters. In fact, lead the Roosters by the score of 13-7. And we are set to go here as the Roosters in the red and the black shorts, and the Kangaroos in the white with the blue trim and red numerals get set to go. Kangaroos with a 1-0 record on the day. Des Moines 0-1, and Nashville with a victory would move into the catbird seat in terms of winning this second division. Ball goes down into the pocket. Going to pick that one up, goes across the face. There's Hausner who goes over the top, trying to make some room, but it was slapped out, and it was a throw. It was improper disposal, and we're trying to remonstrate with the umpires. There was Nick Coffey. And it looked very close to being a good handball, but the umpire is closer than we are, and ball is sent down the line, marked, and we'll play on quickly. Has a bounce, has a look, has another bounce over the top. Big tackle from behind. Out to the near side where it's marked, but there was a whistle before. Looks like it's going to get paid off that tackle. So, free kick. Gets rid of it in short. Finds a connection. Waiting. Still waiting. See if he has a lead. He's got to get rid of it within 7 seconds, and finally does. It's low. Knocked away. Abdullah finds Gracie. Kicked inside the 50-meter arc. Bounces up high. Duty was in there to try and knock it away. Picked up by Page. He gets it away now. Over the top. Bounces off of Abdullah. Curry was there. Chasing after it was Telfer. Proctor was in there to pressure the ball. Finds Abdullah, however. Abdullah will go back. Dancing, romancing, and finally kicking the ball down the line was Noah Gracie. Ball goes down the line. Big tackle put in there. Everybody going in. There's Tina Judge, who went in as well. Judge not afraid of the football at all. It comes out to the near side, going to get picked up. Going to get sent in down the line. Drops in front. Punched backwards there by Hines. Picked up there by Sherwood. Sherwood kicks the ball in. Marked. No, hit the ground by Duty, who is clobbered from behind, and he is down as Coffey went in after the football, and I mean, he only had eyes for the ball, but Duty was not. It was in a bit of a vulnerable position. William Stark checking on his opposite number there. Coffey loses the hit out. Going to pick this one up is Scott. Ball gets sent down backwards. Coming all the way back, trying to get it on a hop. Getting away now, there is Noah Gracie. Sending this one in. And it is marked defensively by Duty, who's doing a fantastic job defensively. Duty comes out to the near side. Marked again. This time by Sherwood. Sherwood kicks the ball down the line. It is off of one hand. And just getting it out and doing well to do so was Zach Vanderploeg. Getting it back the other way now is Sherwood. Nice mark taken by Kevin Hines. Hines feigns going forward, now does. Sending this one inside the 50-meter arc. One-handed catch. And they're going on the play on and kicking just through. Oh, woo-hoo. It was Luke Chadwick who came awfully close to clangering that one, just snuck it inside the pipe. And that's his second and Nashville's third. They go to 3-1-19 on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Des Moines 1-1-7. Des Moines getting in some jabs and boxing parlance, but a big punch there by the Kangaroos. So we're back in the middle once again. 5 minutes gone here in the second half. And coming up next at 1 p.m., so we'll have a little bit of a break in between these two games. At 1 p.m. local time, it'll be the Chicago Swans and the Minnesota Freeze. Those two teams they know each other very well. And played often during the season, played at nationals. The regionals as well, is going to pick that one up, and again is Noah Gracie. Dances backwards, finally gets rid of it. Drops in front, bounces away. Vidovic dropped the pill, turned it over. Filchak and Keogh. Maxon Keogh sends this one down. Going to pick that one up is Abdullah. Abdullah. And there as well as Isaiah Smith. Bounces away, going to get picked up, and here they come back the other direction. Running this one on and kicking this one long and hard behind the stick. And through for a behind. So Nashville extends their lead out to 13 points. They go to 3-2-20. Des Moines 1-1-7. That's on the Watch AFL scoreboard. Brian Barish here with you. As we said, we're nearing the halfway point of the day. And off they get now from the goal square. Out to the near side and spoiled up over the top. Watching after it is Scott. Ball squirts out now. Going to get picked up there by Isaiah Smith. Sends this one in, and it is marked by Dingus. Tim Dingus, one of a couple of North Texas players who are coming over, finds Duty. Duty sends this one down the line, and it is off of hands, and the ball goes over and out. We'll have a boundary throw in. 7 gone here in the second half. So we know the schedule on our field for the rest of the day. It'll be, as we said, coming up next, it'll be Chicago and Minnesota. And then Nashville will play Oklahoma at 2:15, and then it'll be North Texas and Chicago at 3:30, as this one is sent in by Telfer to the top of the square. Hines was tracking it, but it's marked. And once again, it's that man Chadwick. And Chadwick went to play on, but he lost it. And Des Moines comes back the other way. Drops in front. Picked up. Not able to get away from Chicone was Keogh, but he was able to get the ball away. Ball squirts loose. And it's looking for the tackle. Couldn't get it. And finally we'll have a whistle. Free kick to Nashville. Filchak sends it back. That would ricochet off the shin. That would have been a mark. Big, just able to get this one free. That is Craig Scott, who's able to get it a handball. In the middle of the ground now, sending this one back to the top of the 50-meter arc. Getting held off the ball there as Sherwood is laid out. The umpire said there was no prior opportunity. We'll have a ball up. 8.5 gone. Nashville trying to go to 2-0. And we'll find out how Oklahoma is doing. If Chicago and Oklahoma win, then we'll have what will essentially be a grand final. We have not had one, essentially a final match between two undefeated teams in the previous two tournaments. The Northeastern Regionals won by the New York Magpies, both men and women. And the North Carolina Tigers winning at home in Raleigh a couple of weeks ago. Big tackle, and they'll get this one away. Though was bumped, but he took the mark as Gross came in kind of late. And Though is just kind of stretching himself out, perhaps making sure all of his toes are still there. Kicks this one over Gross. Juggled and taken by Caramena. Caramena wheels around quickly, sending this one down the line. It is marked by Eastwood. Eastwood has the football now. Good weighted kick. Is there anybody on the end of it? Yeah, but it was on the wrong team, and Des Moines will advance from defense. They trail by 13 points. Watch AFL scoreboard past the midway point of the second half. Final quarter of the match. Handball's up over the top. Trying to pick that one up. Getting caught awkwardly there was Hines. Handballs it in. And here comes Logan Gracie. Gracie has a man in Scott. Drops in front. Scott tries to get rid of it quickly and does. Over the top. Marked by Gracie, who was following the play. Has a bounce. Gets away from duty to have a second bounce. Has a sideways handball to Jacob Vanderplug. And drop that one in. After to get it there is Stark. William Stark sending this one into the pocket where it's marked. Sending this one into the top of the square now. It is juggled and taken down, but the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. 11 1/4 minutes gone. Less than 8 to, let's do the math, less than 9 to play. Nashville still hanging on to that 13-point lead. Game 3 of 6 here today. The Central Regional Championships presented by Tasmanian. Picked up by Curry. Little handball, and Nashville will try to get it the heck out of there. They do. Oh, almost over the back. There was Proctor. There were two guys going after the football. Proctor was the most sensible of the two, and he sends it down the line now. It'll hop. It'll skip up in the air. One-on-one contest. Over to get it now. Getting taken down is Telfer. On his back there was Vanderplug. Zachary Vanderplug of the two. Ball up will occur with 8 minutes to go. And that is how far Nashville is to go into 2-0 on the day and setting themselves up for a chance to lift the trophy. Ball goes in the air once again. Eastwood is there. Hacked out of there by Des Moines. Little shifty little handball. Finds Isaiah Smith. Ball goes into the pocket now. Spins away. Vidovich is in there. So is Curry. Ball pops out. Picked up by the 20 there for Des Moines, who don't have a number of. We have a whistle. The ball up. See if there was a call here. And the ball was still in dispute, but umpire Ross McLaren says, I will toss this to the heavens. Not sure what exactly he saw, but it's Scott in the ruck against Dingus. Scott wins it out. Abdullah is in there. Vo was able to extract the football, setting this one down in the middle of the ground. It'll pop out to the near side. It'll roll, it'll skip, it'll hop. 1-on-1, big tackle from behind, and the umpire said there was no prior opportunity. And he'll call for a ball up in front of the commentary position, just inside Nashville's forward 50. They lead by 13 points on the Watch AFL scoreboard with 6.5 to go. Ball in the air. Scott again, or rather that was Smith who won it out. And that is Bender who had the football now. Staying with it is Gross. Ball goes taken down. Umpire says there was no prior opportunity. Another ball up will occur. Again, a reminder at 1 p.m. local time, Central Time, we'll have Minnesota and Chicago as we go back to Division I. Chicago winning over St. Louis earlier, and North Texas with a pretty substantial victory over Minnesota, setting themselves up for their first trophy in club history, but still plenty of time. They still have 2 full games left. The weather is, the sun is fighting its way out. We had a period of showers in that first half. And it seems like it's getting a little bit warmer. Vo, good, don't argue. Oh, but the mustard came off the hot dog as Gracie tried to bounce it, but he put a little bit too over, I think a little bit too much wrist on it when he tried to bounce it. As Scott sent this one out in the middle of the gown. They claw their way after the football. Now over to get it up. This is Person. Peep sends this one up high. A crowd gathers. Punched out the back nicely. Getting up again was Sherwood. And umpire crosses his arms like the first rabbi of Aussie rules football, L'chaim. And we'll have a ball up. Well, you can't. It's not. You got to be generational. No, that's just a word. Denominational. That's it. I know it's hot with the vocabulary, isn't it? As that one is sent in, it will go in. Des Moines chasing after it. He'll get it on a hop and run away. And whoever that was who was chasing him on the fence grabbed his hamstring. And it is getting to be about that time as Vidovic saw the ball go off for his hands. It's a rolling maul situation. Abdullah tried to get the ball over to the other guy with the ponytail, and Craig Scott, left-footed kick inside the 50-meter arc. It'll roll. It'll sit up for James Duty. He'll take the ball. Comes up to the near side now, and that's going to be very close, but just getting his hands to it was Jacob Gross. The umpire says we'll have a boundary throw-in. Under 4 minutes to go. It's been a good solid 10 minutes since we've had a point. And only the 1 goal in this second half, which has given Nashville a 13-point lead. Big tackle. Ball comes out now, sending this one in. All by himself, but it gets and skips all the way behind by Dingus. Dingus able to get this one out. Comes out to the middle of the ground, going to get picked up. Des Moines has it. Oh, just getting away from Duty, and then handballed it. It was a difficult handball. It came right back out to him. So the man in harms. He sends this one in, looking for Vanderploeg. Not able to get it, though, and now trying to get it out. Big tackle put in by Scott. It's a bit of a fire drill at the moment. Big hit by Vo. Comes out to the near side. Dingus trying to get it out. He just suckers it on into the hands of Scott, who goes out to the far side and finds the boundary line, and we'll have a throw-in again with under 3 to play. Still 13 points separating the teams. Nashville looking to be in the catbird seat towards this Div 2 championship. Ball gets knocked down, going to get picked up. Sending this one down down the wing. Good mark. And that is Sherwood who has the football. Or check that, that's Telfer. Telfer sending this one up high. Contest there. Hines was second best. Vilchak was there to Crum. It'll roll. It'll skip. One-on-one contest. Caramena held off the ball, no call. And it's won by the Roosters, who have to get it out, and they have 2 minutes to get 2 goals. With the clock running, I might add. Sun is out now. The temperature is warming up a bit as the mark was taken by Telfer, and he'll try and take all 7 of his seconds and milk this time away. Left-footed kick. Marked by Person all by himself at the top of the 50. And Person may take his full measure of 30 seconds by saying he's out a shot for a goal. Instead, he's going to go in short. Thought he had a contest. Caramena was there, but in the end, it was won out by Noah Gracie. Gracie gets this one away. Mark was taken by Curry, who sends it back from whence it came. Off the hands of Sherwood again. There is Vanderploeg, who's able to get this one free. Looking for Hausner, who sees it bounce by him. A one-handed snag and a very good one by Keogh. Up on the far side where it's marked. And it's marked by Sherwood, and he'll go back. And irrespective of whether or not he adds anything to the score, this game might be over and done with. And we'll have updates for you on what's going on the other field when we return to play in roughly about 45 minutes time, as this one is sent in short. And it's marked once again by Chadwick. So they will most likely run this out here. Again, he gets 30 seconds, and Chadwick, and this is a legitimate chance for goal. Strides in. Kick is up on the way. Starts right. Comes back on the breeze. Is it through? No, just off to the side, but it's good for 1 point. 15 seconds to go. And that may have been from the other field. It is, or you could hear not ours, but it's not that far behind. 3-3-21 Nashville, 1-1-7 Des Moines. The Kangaroos are going to go to 2-0. The Roosters are going to drop to 0-2. They'll have one game left against the other team, and there is the siren, and that will do it. Full time in round 2 of Division II here at the 2025 USAFL Central Regional Championships. The final score, it's the Nashville Kangaroos, 3 goals, 3 behinds, 21 points. The Des Moines Roosters, 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 points. It was a good effort by the Roosters, who were good in the first half, but Nashville's forward line and their defense coming to the fore and giving them their second win of the day. The Oklahoma-Kansas City game is going on the other field. If the Buffaloes should beat the Power, then the game that we'll have for you at 2:15 will be a de facto grand final between the sides. But as for the Roos, they are in very, very good position. Des Moines won't be able to win the championship, but they'll still have a chance against Kansas City, and they should think that they will match up well against them. Well, we'll have a little bit of a break. In fact, we'll have roughly about 45 minutes before we resume play. We'll have a Division I match as the Minnesota Freeze take on the Chicago Swans. The Swannies at 1-0, the Freeze at 0-1. That should be a good matchup between two old rivals. And we'll have it when we come back. We'll hope to have your company about 45 minutes time. For for Jerry Long, for Max, and for everybody who's bringing you this action, we'll be back We'll be back soon. This is the 2025 USAFL Central Regional Championships presented by Tasmanian here on AussieRulesUSA.com.
This presentation of the USAFL is brought to you by Tasmanian. Quietly pursue the extraordinary. Cooper's, Australian made and owned. Cooper's Beer. Odin Mortgage and Tax. CyberSolve IQ, the cybersecurity partner of the USAFL. HBC Event Services. Premier Sports Medicine. And Visit Tucson Sports.